This is my take from podcast. If you want to listen summary of podcast, start with a free trial for detailed summaries on Apple Podcasts and Spotify using link in descriptions, and support with tips on Patreon. Here is key point discussed in podcast Cardi B, the truth behind the end of my relationship. She talks about growing up in the hood and how she never wanted to raise her kids in that environment. She wanted to give them a better life, and she was willing to work hard to make that happen. We all want to create a better life for ourselves and our loved ones, and we're willing to put in the effort to make that happen. She talks about how she's been in a deep depression before, and how it affected her ability to function. She couldn't eat, she couldn't sleep, she couldn't do anything. We all struggle with our own personal demons, and it's not always easy to talk about them. She talks about how she feels like she's always being judged and criticized, and how that can be really tough to deal with. She says that it's like baking a cake and then having people tell you that it's the worst cake ever. We all put our hearts and souls into our work, and it can be really tough to deal with criticism and negative feedback. She's still creating music, still performing, still living her life to the fullest. She's so honest about it, and it's clear that it was a really tough time for her. But what's amazing is how she talks about overcoming that and coming out the other side, feeling stronger than ever. She's not afraid to be herself, even if that means being a little rough around the edges. She's got this amazing confidence and self-awareness that's just so inspiring. One thing that really resonated with me is when she talks about how she feels sympathy for people, even if they're not always the most likable. She's got this huge heart, and she's always trying to see things from other people's perspectives. And then there's the way she talks about being a mom. She's so real about it, and she's not afraid to admit that it's hard. But at the same time, she's also so loving and dedicated to her kids, and it's clear that they adore her. She's got this amazing sense of humor, and she's always making them laugh, even when she's being tough on them. She's always pushing herself to be better, and she wants them to have that same drive and ambition. It's just so inspiring to see someone who's been through so much, and yet is still so focused on being the best version of themselves. She talks about how her mom worked every day, and how she saw that growing up. And now, as a mom herself, she's passing that same work ethic down to her kids. She's got them in tutoring, piano lessons, sports. She's giving them every opportunity to succeed. And she's not just talking about it, she's living it. She's working hard every day, and she expects the same from her kids. It's really inspiring to hear her talk about how she wants her kids to be better than her, to have more opportunities than she did. And she's not just talking about material things, she's talking about being a good person, being kind, being compassionate. She wants her kids to have a sense of purpose and direction, and she's willing to put in the work to make that happen. And she's not afraid to speak her mind, to say what's on her mind, even if it's not what people want to hear. She's unapologetically herself, and that's what makes her so compelling. She's not just a celebrity, she's a person, and she's showing us that we can all be more like her, more authentic, more genuine, more real. And that's a really powerful message. It's not always easy, but it's what can make or break a connection. It's about being willing to have those hard conversations and coming out stronger on the other side. And then there's the idea of valuing things that may not be the best for us. It's a great reminder that our values can change over time. And that's okay. It's about recognizing what's truly important to us and being willing to let go of things that may not be serving us. She wants to protect children and make sure that anyone who hurts them is held accountable. It's a reminder of just how precious and innocent kids are, and how important it is that we do everything we can to keep them safe. She sees them as opportunities to grow and learn, and she's not afraid to face them head-on. It's a great reminder that our fears can actually be a source of strength and wisdom, if we're willing to confront them.